the place to escape from the concrete jungle. In northwestern part of Sichuan province, the landscape is shaped by huge mountains and deep valleys. The place is bursting with natural wonders and old ways of life. Let's get back in touch with nature again with Travelogue. I'm Liu Changying. Often called a heaven kingdom, Sichuan is known throughout China for its fertile land and leisure-oriented lifestyle. In the northern part of the province, knife-like rivers cut through surging mountains, creating amazing views. In amongst the spectacular scenery are some undisturbed corners where nature has really gone wild. Now, of all the attractions in Sichuan, we've chosen to start our trip in the Huanglong area. The place has both natural and historic value, and regular flights connect it with a number of big cities such as Chengdu and Chongqing. From Huanglong, we then go further down the Minjiang River to visit the Giant Panda Center in Wolong. After that, it's off to a small village with a big architectural reputation. We begin our trip here at the Huanglong Nature Reserve. Everything here is clear. The air is clear, the water is clear, and the reason I'm here is clear. The Huanglong Park sprawls over 700 square kilometers and is surrounded by damp forests, mountains, coniferous woods, and grasslands. About 65% of the site is forested, with much of the remainder being above the tree line. Without a doubt, the region's big attraction is its karst formations, which surface in the form of limestone poles, shoals, and Travertine falls. Maybe one of the reasons for this place to be named as a yellow dragon is because all those formations, they're just like scales on the back of a gigantic yellow dragon. The water is crystal clear and contains all kinds of minerals drawn out of the limestone mountain behind. Each small pool displays a heartbreakingly beautiful color that would defy any painter's palette.
这样一个景观形成呢，一般都要5万年到10万年才能够形成。
真的
啊？
哦，那它这种小的这种堤坝式的是怎么形成的呢？
这个堤坝形成呢，因为是上游的这个水呢，是因为是雪山融水，它在下流的过程当中遇到一些阻碍物之后，它就会沉淀，时间长了之后，它就会形成这样形状各不相同的彩池。
那它是不是形成的非常慢？
哎，它这个形成一般100年它才会形成1毫米。
这样一点点，
对，一点点。
The limestone dams remind me of coral slowly reaching out across a seabed. When there's no algae or bacteria to interrupt it, the deposition process forms a kind of limestone shawl. Here, a network of shoals extends in an unbroken chain over some 3.5 kilometers. The landscape is some 3,000 meters above sea level, and a non-stop walk from the bottom to the top takes about an hour. The view here is breathtaking. It also takes my breath away.
All in all, the view along the road is rewarding enough to carry you to the very top. Once you get there, you find yourself at the so-called five-color pond, the Eye of the Yellow Dragon. The calcium deposits are a sharp golden contrast to the clear yet mysteriously colorful water. It's hard to describe the water. The surface ripples in baby blues and lush greens. Its nature runs riot with color, and it all changes within a matter of meters from one pool to another. The place is so dazzlingly unreal that people imagine it be where goddesses come to bath. But don't be too drawn in by its beauty. The weather in the area is so unpredictable. It can change at any minute. We were lucky to escape from a sudden summer storm. About 2 hours' drive from the Yellow Dragon is Mornigo Valley. This is where the crowds thin out to almost nothing, and you enter a land that looks a lot like a prehistoric wilderness. It's a place of thunderous waterfalls and small miracles.
You can hear the roar of the water long before you see it, and I can even feel some of the breeze now. In front of us is Jaga Pubu, the biggest of its kind in China. Again, calcium carbonate is shaping the landscape.
The Jaga Falls are 93 meters high, and in summertime, 2 to 5 cubic meters of water tumble over the edge each second. Jaga means white in the local Tibetan language. This is a travertine waterfall, meaning that behind the rushing water is a crust of limestone gradually growing calcium particle by calcium particle. Get up close and you will be drenched by the spray. The water is chilly and the breeze stirred by the downward force is both sweet and refreshing. The small pools and lakes hidden in the forests of Mornigo are no less impressive than the Jaga Falls, but much more quiet. Each has its own elegance and poetic name. Many of the names of the lakes contain the word for mirror. Perfectly still pools reflect the quiet environment around. It's really a very secluded world and a place for meditation and reflection. The peacefulness and beauty of the green and blue have a soothing effect. All you could hear is the chirping of the birds and the gurgling of the water. And there's a very good chance that you will have it to yourself. One of the lakes is called Hai, and it is sacred to the local Tibetans. Each year around springtime, they come here to worship the lake. The Tibetans must have their own reasons, but I have no idea why they choose this one in particular. To me, all of the pools are equally beautiful. From Huanglong, we go all the way south. The landscape turns greener and gentler. Our next stop is the Wolong Nature Reserve, which is covered by virgin forest and bamboo woods.
Hey, welcome to Wolong Giant Panda Center. I'm your guide today. Of course, it's me. Now you probably have seen a giant panda on the TV screen, in a movie, or even in a zoo. He is really an international star. Here in Wolong Giant Panda Center, you can get a real feel for why this black and white fellow is so special.
Wolong Nature Reserve is China's largest giant panda protection zone. More than 100 giant pandas roam here in the wild, and the center takes care of 70 more, accounting for half of the world's captive giant panda population. The average lifespan of the giant panda is 25 years, and at the age of 5, a giant panda is considered an adult. It's an incredibly rare chance to see so many of the animals in the same place at the same time. If you pay a visit in the early morning or late in the afternoon, you will discover that these fluffy creatures are not as reluctant to move as their reputation would have you believe. It's true that they are on heat only a few days a year, and it's true that they do seem to love a nap. But they can also be as playful and active as their lumbering bodies allow.
Oh, this is our nursery just for panda babies.
Nursery?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, the cute baby.
Wow, it's
He's
lovely.
about 25 days now.
25 days,
Yeah.
okay.
When his mother just gave birth to him,
Uh-huh.
and he just take care of one baby, and we have to take another one out.
Okay, so it was twins.
Yeah, it's our twins.
Okay. So she can't take care of both of them at the
Right.
same time.
Right.
I see. So, does panda often give birth to twins?
It's about 50%.
50%?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, he's so lovely. How much does he weigh?
Now he's about 1,000 grams.
1,000 grams,
Yeah.
25 days.
Yeah.
Okay. When he was first born?
When he was just born, he's about 100 grams.
Only this big.
Right, like a mouse.
Oh,
Yes.
how cute.
It's hard to imagine such a small baby can grow into such giant panda. The panda babies' carers feed them a special milk formula with more than enough attention for any newborn. And the nursery's humidity and temperature are strictly regulated. The panda twins take week-long turns staying in the incubator. While one is in the nursery, The other stays with the mom. The mom can be very dangerous around this time because she's very protective of her baby.
No wonder people love giant panda. He's so lazy, he's so clumsy. So what? He's lovely. I got really up close and personal with the giant panda. Can you believe it? Whew. Oh, oh.
Now I suddenly remember a joke.
Okay.
What is the biggest wish of a giant panda? To take a color photo. Each afternoon, the wind blows over the mountains around Taopingqiang village in Wenchuan County. Here, in one of the best preserved architectural complexes of its kind, live the Qiang people, one of China's ancient communities. They've kept some of the oldest traditions alive, and the most distinctive are their castle-like homes. All the homes are connected in a labyrinth to withstand the region's regular tremors. The buildings are formed from stone and mud. The stones were taken as they were found and piled up into a natural pattern that contains a simple beauty. The builders did no extra shaping. They are just as the environment delivered them. No machines were used in the construction process, and the local builders didn't consult a building plan. All they had to rely on was experience and a well-trained eye. The pandas and Huanglong's natural assets are on their own good reasons to come to this area. But the Minjiang River region has a living link with the past, and you should not pass up the chance to see it.
In Taoping village, you can easily get lost because the place was built like a maze. And if you don't have someone to guide you around, you will miss a lot of the interesting things in the old Qiang village. I have my friend Dada, who lives here, to give us a tour today.
Standing over the Qiang village is its castle-like watchtower. You have to take several flights of squeaking wooden ladders to get to the very top.
慢一点。
哇，这真是居高临下的制高点。
对，这就是高点。
哦，其实这个碉楼是一个瞭望塔的作用。
它可以观察敌情，同时可以释放囊烟、传递信息所用的。
达达，我问你，为什么这个羌族这么重视防御这个概念？
其实我们这个它最早这个羌族啊，它不是在这个地方，它是从黄河流域，也就是说青海、甘肃这一带迁徙过来的。由于战争所迫呢，我们才迁徙到这个岷江上游这一带。那么它的这个羌族，它的就是说从此以后啊，它这个防御心理就特别的强，所以就修砌了这种城堡式的这个民居，这些都是房屋，都是住人的，但它都有防御功能啊，民居呀、水网啊，还有碉楼啊，都有它的防御体系。
那后来曾经有人来攻击过这寨子吗？
其实这些都是很久很久以前的事儿了，到现在呢，这些寨子就有2000多年历史了。
You will find white stones on the roof of each family home. They are the most sacred heavenly gods of the Qiang people. You'll find it in any Qiang village. After another tour of the confusion of passageways in the village, Dada led me to her home for a Qiang-style dinner. But before making it inside, she had another surprise for me.
那这个呢，不是打人的哈，这是开门的钥匙。木钥匙啊，每家每户它都有这么一把木钥匙，但是呢不一样，形状大小不一样。我把它打开看一看，先把它放过去，看看。现在是锁上呢，已经推不出去了。我用钥匙撬一下，打开了。
打开了
啊！
哎，让我看你的钥匙。
随便的，你看一看，你可以开一下。
给开开来了。
对。
这边钥匙都是这样的吗？
都是木质的，但是这个形状大小不一样。你看这边还有一把，你可以看看，完全不一样吧？
哎，真的。
就圈在98户拿出来，把98个钥匙拿出来，都是不一样的。一把钥匙开一把锁，当然这也成千年的木锁。房子有多少年的这个木锁钥匙呢，就有多少年了。一直用到现在。试一下，
下是吧？
上，
抽上。
先把锁上。好了，你来看一下。
You can spend the night in one of the stone homes and experience for yourself the warmth and coolness of the house. You can also sample some of the fruits and flowers that find their way onto the Qiang people's table.
Some of the things we have on the table. Look at this. This is walnut flour, fried with sesame. And over here we have homemade smoked bacon. And this one is 野山卷哈，
野山菌，
wild mushroom。这个呢叫什么来着？
那个是藿香，油炸藿香。
Okay. A special kind of Chinese medicine called 藿香, fried with gray wheat. And the most unusual thing is this one. Look at this. Some kind of fungus only grow 3,000 meters above sea level.
There is another Qiang tradition that persists today. All of the Qiang women are adept at embroidery. The results can be seen in the clothing of both men and women, old and young. You can't find it anywhere else, and you certainly can't buy it at a supermarket. The sewers don't need a pattern book. They rely on their imagination to come up with intriguing combinations of realism and idealism.
The trip included wonderful landscape, lovely animals, China's national treasure, the giant panda, and unique yet ancient Qiang culture. It was full of surprises, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. I'll see you around.